Good morning, Avon Riverhawks. This week has been a freezing, cold, frigid week of school. Now, it's the end of the second quarter. Stresses are high, people are worried. But let's spread some positivity today and go to our shoutouts and thank yous.
Now,
who would you like to shout out this week to?
I would give a shout out to Ms. Michelle Burke, our fantastic tech guru who made these Common Lit reports possible. Way to go.
So who am I here with?
Mr. Freeze.
So who would you like to shout out? Maybe like your point guard, right?
I don't think so. What do you mean shout out?
Like give a shout out or thank you to.
A thank you to? Yeah. Mr. B. He does a great job every day in class.
All right, thank you. So who am I here with?
Coach England.
Jill Terry.
Who would you like to shout out today?
Who would I like to shout out? I would say Mrs. TD.
And why?
I feel like she's like the perfect opposite for me. So like the amount of energy I don't have in the morning, she definitely doubles. So
for sure, that's best friends right there.
That's right.
So who am I here with?
Josh.
And who would you like to shout out?
I'd like to shout out our team captain of digital media, Evan. He's always leading us.
Oh, tough.
So who am I here with?
Bronwyn class.
And who would you like to shout out today?
Addison Urbanic.
And why?
She's a really good class president.
I like that. So who am I here with?
Mr. Capitelli.
And who would you like to shout out today?
Shout out Bladen and Aiden for making study hall fun this year.
That's tough. Who am I here with?
Ayana.
And who would you like to shout out?
Mrs. Feck, because she always pushes me to actually get my work done and helps me understand stuff.
Thank you. So who am I here with?
Penny.
Ronan.
And who would you like to shout out today?
Miss Terry,
And why?
because she's my favorite teacher.
I gotta go with my sister Bronwyn class. She gives me a ride to school every day, so thankful for that.
I like that.
I'm Mrs. I'm Mrs. Kamel, and I'd like to give a shout out to Mrs. McLaughlin for giving me chocolate to brighten my day.
I'm Avery.
And I'm Ella.
And we want to shout out the lunch staff for always being in a good mood and yeah.
My name is Mr. Miskell. I want to give a shout out to Will because he is motivating students to go get gains in the gym after school. We also have the morning breakfast club there, but Will is driving people to do better, lift weights. I appreciate that.
Hi, who am I here with?
Mrs. TD.
And Mrs. TD, who would you like to give a thank you to, a hi to, a shout out to this week?
Mr. Dale. He's awesome. He teaches a class with me this year called Geometry by Design, and sometimes I feel like I'm as much a student as everybody else. So he's patient with me as I learn his program, and I really appreciate him. Thank you, Mr. Dale.
We're doing Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Who am I here with?
Ruby.
We're here with Ruby. Let's see if high school students are smarter than a fifth grader. Okay, so who am I here with?
Ronan.
Do you think you're smarter than a fifth grader?
Maybe.
Okay, what is the plural form of the word deer?
I don't know, honestly.
Deer? I don't know.
Correct! Oh my God! You are not smarter than a fifth grader. So who am I here with?
Kyle.
Do you think you're smarter than a fifth grader?
I don't know. Probably not.
Let's find out. Which continent is the least populated?
I'm gonna say South Africa.
America.
Correct to our left. You were not smarter than a fifth grader. Wow. What grade?
Fifth.
Wow. What grade?
10th.
Whew. Wow. All right. So who am I here with?
Vincenzo.
Do you think you're smarter than a fifth grader?
I don't think so.
Okay. How many feet are there in 75 yards?
Let's use the dolphin sound.
17.
225.
Oh, Vincenzo got it wrong. So who am I here with?
Riley Nevin.
Do you think you're smarter than a 5th grader?
I think so.
So what is the tallest mammal on Earth?
I'd say an elephant. Or no, a giraffe. Giraffe.
Giraffe.
Correct.